Hey guys, Max Mira here. Welcome to this apocalypse. If you thought that ENGL makes good amplifiers, well, then you gotta check this VST out. Okay, so let's check this one out. So, what the sound you just heard was basically this baby right here. This is a LE456, says right there. And and I don't know who the hell created this one. You can probably I found it was created by LE456 plugins, and I got it from, and it's a free plugin. So if you want to chase that ENGL Powerball Fireball sort of sound, well, you got it right here. So what I did was I pushed a lot of the bass in here. I took back almost the mids. I almost cut them out. And parallel to it is the treble, which I turned up. The contour. I'm gonna show you later what this does. Of course, the drive is all the way up, but for the contour, I'll show you later on what it is, because it changes a lot of the sound. You guys are gonna hear it later on. So in here, put let me put this one. Let me extend this just a little bit. Oh, I can't. Well, fuck. Uh. Anyway, here you got different buttons here, and these are based on the Fireball. So if you've seen my video of me testing out the Fireball, you may recognize what these do. But if you don't know, this is focus. I'll show you all what these buttons do. But essentially, this puts more emphasis on the bottom, and this puts more emphasis on the bright sound, on the treble side of things. So I got all these turned on, and the volume is, of course, all the way, of course, a bit down because the plugin itself is really loud. I'm pushing it with this with this TS808 plugin, the TS808 2.1 2.0.1. Sounds like a Minecraft upgrade. Sounds like a Minecraft version. Uh, and I'm pushing the drive here a bit more than usual, and the volume as well. You can see I have the treble turned up a lot more because I like to have my overdrive sort of act also as a booster for solos. And over here, I'm not using the typical, what's it called? NAT IR. In this one, I'm using the Pulse. And the one you just heard was an SLO. I love Soldanos. And over here, I was testing it with different kinds of IR. So I tested it with a Randall IR, and I found that SM57s always sound good. They like, you have the Thrasher right here. You have, and I think it was number 3. This one right here. That sounded the best to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what this sounds like. All right, sorry for the lighting, but it's it's all right. Anyway, let's test this out. The guitar I'm going to be using is my Gibson Flying V B2. Sorry for flexing. This guitar, I got it when I was still living in Miami. My dad bought it for me. And it's strung with Ernie Ball strings. And they have a set of Dirty Fingers pickups, which I'm gonna be honest, they're not my favorite, but they're all I have. Anyway, so the first time I was testing this out, I remember I had the gain all the way up. I finally learned that the drive is basically gain, and I basically had to cut it back a bit. It was all the way up, so I have to. Oh, what did I have it? Like right there? Yeah, I guess. Anyways, it's still pretty noisy. So let's go ahead and try it. right there. Now you can see that it's not peaking. That's good. I mean, we're making progress here. So one thing I did was test out if it sounded like the crunch channel. And I decided maybe I should just test it out with the same settings as the as this channel, right? So at this one right about there. That's still pretty loud. So apparently the contour also damages that part of the recording. So let's test this out. Okay, how the hell is the crunch this heavy? It kind of has a, I would say, a treble boosted sort of brown sound. Crappy Van Halen for you. Anyway, so this is the actual plugin by LE456. And so what this is, you got your basic bass, middle, treble, tone stack right there. You got the contours, which basically changes the frequency of the sound. I had it around there. These three buttons, focus basically functions almost like an attenuator. It kind of cuts on the feedback and almost on the hum that it's pretty much on the high end. So without it, I mean, it still sounds heavy, but I kind of like it like kind of does. All of this I just did it because of Cannibal Corpse. So this one, these ones are kind of self-explanatory, but this one takes off some of the high-end frequencies, and this one takes off some of the low frequencies. I like this option, but I decided to keep this all on because when you do palm muting, it sounds pretty heavy. Let me just lower this a little bit. I think that's better. Now the biggest problem is that you guys may not hear it properly, so let me just up the volume. I don't know if that's better. Oh, Jesus. So, in here I tested it out with the SLO and the Thrasher. And I settled on the Royer 121. But I still love the SLO sound. So this is basically the best you're gonna get. Now I tried different sorts of amplifiers. You can see right here on STL. I tried the Emissary and NAT IR combo, but I still find that it's better to support these sorts of things because sometimes you may come across a hidden gem. Again, I am not sponsored by LE456 plugins. I am not sponsored by I'm not sponsored by STL. But I gotta say, for a free plugin, this has basically taking in all expectations to a whole new level. And the best part about this is that, well, if you want a clean sound, you got it. Let me switch to the neck pickup for that. It's really cool. But I guess the drive is way too much. Hang on, let me lower it a little bit. Let me also take off the God damn it, I always keep forgetting the name. The tube screamer. You can tell I'm pretty rusty right now. It sounds good. And this quality right here, this one just, you can choose whatever. You can choose low or high. I'm gonna keep it on high. And there's nothing to change here. LE456 also do um, a dual rectifier version. But as you can see, it's not that good. It might be for some people, but for me, it's not. I swear if we're back to the same problem. But that's the beautiful thing about this. You can keep experimenting however you want. Okay, I had it right there. Jesus. And this is why I tell you all, be careful. Pretty cool riff too. If you guys want it, give me credit. Oh goddamn. So I think I may want to change this one a bit more. This one's pretty cool for rhythm, but I probably wouldn't use it for like anything. But what if you can try Rammstein with it? Yeah, it does function with it. But the high gain is where it's at. It's like you want some ripping on it. But I think the best part about this, if you want to double track it, you got all the options right there, and your settings won't change. You can test it with like different. This one I would probably use for like a Pantera sort of sound. It's not a Randall by any means, but coupled with the Randall IRs, sounds good. Now, the big problem is that it's still pretty noisy. So if you're going to use this, use it at your own risk. And yes, I'm recording all of this through OBS. Deal with it. So, this has been my review of the Lepu LE456, and I'll see you next time. Please subscribe and like, please. I really need it.